fix, man. I gotta have my fix! That's right, everyone. Not Dragon Ball Super is here, but instead, Super Dragon Ball Heroes is. That Super moniker's not gonna go anywhere anytime soon, is it? Goku versus Goku, Crazy Battles on Prison Planet, begins! Oh yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Super Saiyan Blue Goku, that's pretty crazy. Where have I seen that before? The biggest thing to note here before we begin is that this episode isn't gonna be like a typical episode. It's not gonna be like a 20 minutes plus one. It's a promotional anime, so without the intro and whatever outro we get, it's gonna be about 6-7 minutes worth of new content. It's going to be relatively light because this is mainly just to promote the game. Lower your expectations just a bit. We're not going to get stellar content here. We're going to get serviceable content though, that's for sure. And myself included, we were expecting something more because this is Dragon Ball content. You know, it's wrong of us to be so hasty, but hey, it's new content, we will take it. But if you did want some full-length content that's Dragon Ball related, you can always just check out my fan series of the Raditz saga of Dragon Ball R&R up top, just saying. The episode begins with Goku and Vegeta training with Whis on Beerus' planet, wearing slightly different clothes. Well, I mean, Vegeta's wearing the same Resurrection F garb that he's been wearing for a while, which I think is way better than the same old Cell Saga thing he's been wearing for decades. And then Goku's wearing a blend of two types of attire, which I really like. It's the same Resurrection F clothes that we are seeing, you know, with the top half, and then underneath it's his blue trademark gi stuff. It's a nice blend. It's refreshing, but also something we're familiar with. So good job. Good job, whoever designed that. Goku, Vegeta, and Whis are training. Whis is not having any trouble at all, and it's pretty much shot for shot the same. So if you're thinking you're going to be seeing a conventional Dragon Ball episode, you'd be wrong, because here comes the zany. So without warning, because we don't see Beerus at all, he's just busy sleeping, Mai just shows up out of nowhere. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, because I will gladly take more of Mai, because she was my favourite character that came out of Dragon Ball Super. I mean, that and Cato Pesla. And of course, Boraretta, we all need our daily dose of Bora. In any case, she's come to request Goku and Vegeta's assistance because Trunks is missing apparently. Oh no, what did he do this time? If this is anything like the Xenoverse games, then it's gonna be pretty bad, and Trunks probably did something a bit silly. Here comes the totally not villain, Phew, who is apparently a friend of Trunks. Friend in the loosest possible term. I'm going to end you. I mean, friend you. And I absolutely love Vegeta's reaction to this. He's just going, friend? You mean Trunks has those? Ah. Then we get the typical exposition that, oh no, Trunks is trapped on the prison planet, which is the same name of the arc of the universe vision of Dragon Ball Heroes, or Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Yeah, there's a lot to kind of catch up with, so if you're not familiar with it, I suggest you do your research. But in short, Dragon Ball Heroes is a card game in Japan that has a lot of new characters and has hybrids of stuff, which wouldn't usually happen, but will generate a lot of hype and then sell a lot of product. And yeah, if you think that Phew's not the villain or some kind of anti-villain or whatever, then the fact he's too eager to explain that Trunks is in trouble, it should give you warning signs, but you don't really need me telling you that. And then once again, Vegeta's just going, huh, Trunks, he's always getting in trouble, despite the fact that I was proud of him when he left the Ark. No, that doesn't count for anything. No, he's the one that always messes up. Yeah, Vegeta, we're just gonna brush that perfect cell thing under the carpet then, are we? Both Whis and Shin know that Phew is a right piece of work and not to be trusted, but the Saiyans don't care because it's interesting action! And also, we wouldn't have a story otherwise, so let's just go. But before they leave, Shin asks Mai for a favour, but what favour it is, we don't know yet. As our heroes are getting acquainted with the planet, they are met by another Goku! And no, this is not Goku Black making his return. This is the Xeno Goku from the Dragon Ball Heroes Super game anime promos. I mean, yeah. Basically, this is the beginning of the crossover. This Goku tries to leap up to get a better view, but then spots Phew behind the other Goku, our Goku, and then assumes that the two of them are together, so Goku is talking to Phew, but the other Goku's going like, what's even going on? There's another me. I really shouldn't be surprised though, because Goku Black. And then, of course, we get Super Saiyan 4. And I think the reaction that the directors were expecting at this point would probably be something like this. Leave me a comment below and let me know what your reaction was. So after a mighty fist bump, we are then going into some kind of fight. And it's really not much of a fight. There is a little bit of action in there. And then there's a beam struggle or some kind of explosion a Kamehameha's had. They test it. But it kind of feels a bit... nah. It's not really that epic. I mean, we might be, limited on time, but you could do a lot in maybe about 20, 30 seconds, especially for something so anticipated. It kind of fell flat. So we then get that Kamehameha, which then ends up with nothing happening. It just gets completely negated. But apparently this was Goku's plan, to try and test something. What that is, though, we'll have to wait until Phew, the not villain, who's suddenly the villain, actually has to say his piece and say, "Oh my, you guys are so silly, but I absolutely love it because I love researching things." He's basically the guy who came up with the prison planet facility to lock really strong guys to get them to fight each other and see what the source of their powers are. And yes, Phew has locked up Trunks on the prison planet somewhere, thinking he's a very naughty boy for being just a human and doing all this time traveling. Oh, he's going to have to pay the piper. So everyone here is now trapped on the prison planet, despite Goku using instant transmission, and I'm pretty sure they'll cover that in the next episode. I mean, hopefully. But they now have to find special Dragon Balls in order to escape. They have to find all 7. And Goku actually has one of them. You know the drill. They gotta fight really strong fighters in order to get more Dragon Balls. As all of that's going on, Trunks wakes up with chains on him on some kind of cityscape somewhere else on the prison planet, and then is met by movie villain Killer, as you do, and there's about to be a big fight happening. But that will have to wait until the next episode, because, yeah, we had Super Saiyan 4 versus Super Saiyan Blue. That wasn't really much of a thing. Let's go for Cooler and Trunks, because, Frieza and Trunks, yeah? All in all, this was kind of alright. The fact that Super Saiyan 4 versus Super Saiyan Blue was a thing, it was nice to see. The animation was okay. It was polished, but a little bit basic. Then again, you have to really kind of temper your expectations, because this is a promo anime, not an actual series. This is just there to promote the toys that we will never get. And also, yeah, it was cool to see Mai and Trunks here in some kind of capacity, especially after all the stuff that happened in the Goku Black arc. It's nice to see them back actually doing things. And yes, the story is also really simple too. You've got to fight strong people in order to escape this prison, and they involve Dragon Balls, which is a very big plus, mind. It's really good to actually see the Dragon Balls play some kind of role in the plot, instead of just being there at the end of the arc to make things all go away if something bad happened. So, yeah, they're integrated into the actual arc. Okay, that's credit where credit's due. And when is the next episode going to come out? I think it's going to be about 2 weeks or so we're going to have to wait for that one. But yeah, that was my piece on Super Dragon Ball Heroes Prison Arc Anime Episode 1, so tune in next time for the other ones. Until the next one, be sure to like and subscribe, and check out Dragon Ball R&R, because that series is going to be going strong. Until next time, guys, catch you later.